It's Nick Marzock with Full Compass. We're at a booth I am so excited about. This is DPA microphones here at InfoComm 25. You know DPA microphones. You know the 4006 Omni. There's one on Mars. You know the 4017, the new 2017. I've done a video. You can check that out on YouTube, a full review of that. But we're here to talk about 4099. I'm with Gabriel here at DPA. DPA is like if science itself came out with a microphone company and just keep innovating, keep making new things, keep updating old products. Let's talk about 4099.
Yeah, and that's a good thing you said there, Nick. Like modification is something that keeps us up at night, because if we make something that we feel is the best, then 2 weeks later we're trying to make it better and modify it. You know, not so dissimilar as like an iPhone that keeps getting modified and making better.
Some people go to therapy for that, but DPA.
I gotta be in Mars in 30 minutes, so we gotta keep this quick. No, so the 4099, we have modified that yet again. So what we've done, the first thing is that, the older version had a shiny surface. So something that's not too crucial for sound, but for visuals, is we've made it matte. And we've also increased the rigidity of the actual gooseneck. So it really stays in place even better than it did before, again, with the modification. We've also added the MicroLock to this, which is a really beautiful system for all the accessories. And I don't know if you can hear this, but probably can't, but it feels so wonderful. It now locks, which keeps out the elements, which keeps it locked. So you could sleep at night when you mic a whole orchestra and you're waking up the next day to do a giant mix. Every one of your mics are now locked.
And then there's an extension piece?
Yes, there is. So let's just say you're on an upright bass or a double bass. Sometimes, we like to get over between the F-hole and the soundboard to get that resonance as well as the direct sound. So now we have the GE 4099, which we've always had, but now it's micro-locked on both sides. So when you put it together, it gives you the 3-inch extension locked. And now you can have a longer microphone, closer around 8 or 9 inches long, and get over to where you need to be. And it's more robust now because it's locked. It also has Core Plus technology. So the Core technology we came out with a few years ago increased dynamic range 6 to 14 dB. When your distortion level, your harmonic distortion was lowered as well. So increased dynamic range, lower distortion means more resolution, more of a clear picture. We've taken that and now we've completely removed it. So now we're no distortion up to 1%. So just imagine you were sitting next to a picture of yourself that was very high resolution. That was maybe Core technology. Now you're sitting next to your twin. There's no difference. It's pure and closer to the way we hear the world with our own ears. So that's a really great thing. Now, the next great thing we've done with the 4099 is we're starting to change the clips. And we're trying to make them more user-friendly so that you can, use them with a one-hand operation. I'll show you with two here, but this opens up. And then the microphone just sits in there and then closes, and it's in. So it's more elegant looking, stronger connection, and you can do it with one hand unless you got big fingers like me. Also, the DAD has been improved. It has MicroLock. It's now called the 9001, and or the 9099, which has the high pass filter. And you can also lock this as well with a little twist.
Wow.
So now that stays there and gives you the opportunity, which is really the favorite thing that I like, to actually use it in a fashion so that you don't even need the cable. So if you where is that little attachment at? It is not here. It is right here. So now if we put this on, we could tighten that to our heart's content and then slide, let's just say, the drum clip on.
This is awesome.
So now we can put the microphone directly onto the DAD micro-locked. So now there's no cable involved.
Yeah.
So we can lock it right on the drum.
Modular attachment accessories, and you're just removing the guesswork, removing the potential obstructions with mic changing and placement, all that stuff.
And increasing the confidence of the engineer, because they have so much to worry about. So getting more game before feedback, getting good rejection, designing with polar patterns. Now we've also increased the SPL handling up to 145 max XPL, 140/42 for the red version. This is made for pianos, acoustic guitars, violins, but strong enough now to use for drums, to use for horns and brass. The extreme version will be coming out in a few months. And that will put us into the NASCAR realm. Super, super high end for SPL.
Of course, DPA is developing, always improving, always innovating, even with the staple microphones. It's just awesome to see what this company's doing.
Yeah, great interview too. Awesome here. This is InfoComm 2025. I guess you're going to put it down, but dpamicrophones.com. You could check out more information on this.
Yep.
And I don't know if you want to mention the Austrian audio as well.
Absolutely.
We've also acquired Austrian audio with a great complement of microphones. And we have our new N-Series digital wireless system and our WizzyComm. So lots going on at DPA.
So much going on at DPA. Go to fullcompass.com to see everything that we sell of DPA. And as always, keep it right here at Full Compass for more coverage from InfoComm 25. I love this company.